we're PCMR and we present Coin Catcher. What is Coin Catcher? The idea, we wanted to create an app that gives children an understanding of how banking works, but at the same time gives a fun and easy app. But we also wanted it to make it just usable, make it seem like it's fun and realistic banking experience. Because growing up, none of us had this sort of technology to be able to learn about banking. None of us had the sort of skills when we came to get our first bank accounts, and it's just complicated. So we've decided to make Coin Catcher and solve that big issue. Meet the developers. I'm Bradley Clark and I'm the team leader.
I'm Callum, I'm the entrepreneur.
I'm Ellie, I'm the designer.
I'm Will.
Meet the cast. We've created a few different sprites. The first we have is Ellie the Coin Catcher. We added a girl because we thought, well, there's going to be girls playing our game, obviously. We've then added Callum, the Coin Catcher, and Ellie the Coin Catcher. As you can tell, they are the people you play as. You can choose to be a male character or a female character at the start of the game. Very simple to use. We've gone for a sort of 8-bit-y retro-y theme, just because that's basically is current at the moment, and it just makes the game look a lot more fun. We also have the evil Bradley the Bailiff. We will tell you more about the evil Bradley the Bailiff later on in the presentation. How the app looks. This is our three main screens. We have the title screen. It's like sort of any other app title screen, but it has the 8-bit retro, and of course it's the best title screen ever because it's a Coin Catcher title screen. We also have the banking screen, which is basically where you go to sort out your savings accounts, your loans, your credit. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Your power-up screen. That's where you get all your power-ups. These power-ups which help you throughout the game, such as jumping higher, gaining more coins, avoiding bankruptcy, and just being an all-around better player on the game. How to play. You start off on the menu. You click the menu, then you're put into a level. The level is sort of an 8-bit-y arcade retro look. Then collect all the coins. When you've collected all the coins, you will then be took to the bank. Use the bank to make the most of your coins. You have savings, you have credit, you have loans, you have debit, you have everything a realistic bank uses. You then use the coins to buy power-ups. Those power-ups help you throughout the game, as I've just explained. The entire aim of the game is to keep as much money as possible and avoid the evil Bradley the Bailiff. A whole new experience. We decided to use a simple platform game, but we added an economical twist. Collect coins, purchase those awesome power-ups I've been talking so much about, experience the realistic banking. We wanted banking to be a realistic experience on our game. We didn't want something that's not realistic. We wanted actual realistic consequences. If you go broke, you literally go broke. That is your game over. You have to start again. So the aim of the game is to avoid bankruptcy by using all our banking features such as loans, credit, savings and debit. But the overall aim of the game is to avoid Bradley the Bailiff. The banking experience. I'm going to pass you on to these people now who are going to tell you more about the banking experience.
In the game you'll have a savings account where you can put some coins if you want, and you will gain more coins. Like with a normal bank savings account, you gain interest. Depending on how many levels, the more coins you'll gain. We also have a loans feature where you can take out a loan, and this will allow you to, or you'll get a small amount of interest on this, and you won't go broke straight away.
Then there's also credit and debit, which work as you would expect them, with credit allowing you to take out extra money over the top of your existing balance, and debit being the money you currently have in your account.
Our target market is from ages 7 to 14 years. We plan to teach them the terminology and the functionality of banks, because they'll be using this later on in life, but not too late later on, so they'll be using it soon.
We decided to have a multi-platform app, mostly because it needs to be accessible by everyone, so everyone can learn about the great features Barclays offers. For example, we have it on the App Store, we're going to have it on Google Play, and we're going to have it at HTML5. If you actually follow the game link we'll have at the end of the presentation, you can actually play our game on HTML5 at the moment.
We plan to market the app via social media such as Twitter and Facebook. We currently already have a Twitter page at Coin Catcher, not a Facebook page yet. This way,
communicate. You can communicate with us, and we can communicate with them. So that way, they can tell us what we're missing in our game and what we can add to make it better. Overall, the costs that come to, like, including marketing, getting it on the App Store, and actually making the game via a software it's called Game Salad, it comes to a cost of £2,150.33.
The reason that's so low is because basically we decided, what's the point of having a games development company? Anybody else make our idea when we enjoy it? We're IT students. We're learning new technologies. Why not apply our technologies and make the most and have fun making the app we came up with? Also, you save a lot of money.
Now comes the video if you can.
It's just a short video. Hope you enjoy. Ignore the video. Thanks for listening. And we've been PCMR. Thanks for listening. Any questions? You can ask them now.
Guys, did you want to do a live demo as well, just briefly?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll
This is just going to be a live demo of us actually playing the game. Hopefully, the actual creator of the game can play it himself. No pressure, Tom. No pressure.
Should we get Tim up to demo?
Bradley, out of the way. Bradley.
Tim wants to know you jump to that top level.
So tell us what you're doing, what's happening.
I shall talk you through the game. With my handy assistant, Callum will also
Oh, God.
talk through the game, just so you don't feel lazy.
Right, so this is currently the way you choose your character. Obviously, when the game is finished, it will look a lot better, and hopefully it won't blip in and out of existence.
You
like
can
it is
choose
currently.
a male character or a female character, depending on which one you prefer. You don't have to be a male to play as the male. You don't have to be a female to play as the female. It's just up to you, really.
There we go. This is, it's only a test. Well,
Awesome coin effect. As you can see, he's going around trying to collect as many coins as he possibly can.
so far, we haven't implemented Bradley the Bailiff yet, but this is only a test demo. And
that was just a little segment. What would happen after you reach the bank? You would then go into the banking screen, make the most of your savings, then you'd buy the awesome power-ups. Bradley the Bailiff isn't actually in the game yet. This is just something we're working on and something we hope to get in later
we haven't quite managed to figure out the problem to this flying yet.
But we do actually have a link, and you can play this on HTML5.
Very good. Well done, guys. Just questions from the judges.
So, guys, great job actually producing something that actually looks like it's working. So, well done. Lots of passion throughout the whole presentation, which I really liked. And I loved the use of Priestley as well. I think that was quite creative. Question, it was great to see you actually including a female in your game. What did you do about considering ethnicity as well?
Well, since Barclays it was originated in like a white community as such. It was based in England, as far as I'm aware. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. This is based on the fact that the community Barclays brought up with was a white British community. So we thought, and it also relates to us because.
And generally, does anybody see that as an issue anymore? They're 8-bit characters.
Okay.
If it makes you feel better, we can change it.
That's probably a better answer. Okay, so we're playing to a white stereotypical audience in your game. Okay,
I apologise for that.
And this is, Callum, interesting to understand what the role of the entrepreneur involved. What was your actual
Well,
role
I
there?
did the entire business plan. I also found out the figures for the marketing, though they weren't in the business plan. I apologise for that. I've only figured it out recently. But all the marketing and publishing, I figured out the cost for that. And I also made the video, which you saw, which was originally for market purposes to promote the game.
So the entrepreneur's job's to make the video?
No, I...
He helped us with business and...
I made all, the monetary, economical costs and stuff. I made decisions in that sort of area.
And also, he was the only person that could spell the word.
Good answer. Okay, thanks.
Okay, have you thought about where you're going to host your game?
That will go to our technical team.
It can go on the Android App Store, or the App Store, Android, Google Play, and it goes on GameSide Arcade, which is what we've used to make the game.
Okay. And which do you think is going to be the most popular operating system?
Probably iOS at the App Store, because most people have iPhones these days, but Android is catching up, so they're another place to have it as well.
And are you going to try and drive any revenue out of it? Or are you going to
Well, we have in-app purchases. We must have forgotten to mention those. They are in the business plan, if I'm not mistaken. There's several bundles in which you can buy amounts of coins with real-life currency, so like 100 coins, 250 coins, all the way up to somewhere about 7,500 coins, 10,000 coins. They all have different amounts, and it's like slowly escalating in price.
Mm-hmm.
The maximum price, I think, is about £15 for a 10,000 coin pack.
Have you thought about using bitcoins at all, or are you?
Again, to our technical team.
Yeah, I did say we should use bitcoins.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, thanks. So you've said you're going to develop it yourselves and work for free, like all good startups. Nobody gets paid until the idea takes off. Your £2,100, where will you spend that?
£2,100. Well, my teammates have told me that the price for publishing it on all the App Store, Google Play, Android Market, and that was totaled up to £300. The membership, GameSal Pro membership, is $299 a year, plus that onto Facebook's $50 a week fee for marketing. Totaled that up to a year, converted it to British pounds sterling, and added up all the costs. It was £2,150, 33 pence, exactly that. That's where it's going.
Update on Facebook.
We even researched it as well.
Okay,
I'm quite pleased.
You do mention selling coin bundles in your pack. How do you feel about the ethics of selling to children?
It's an interesting question.
It is.
No, it is. It's an interesting question. It depends. They don't have to buy the coins. They're not actually. They'll be prompted to, but it will not be forced to. It will not be a required thing to play the game. So it's up to the player whether they want to do that or not. Mm-hmm. That's why I think personally it's okay, because we're not forcing them. We're only suggesting the idea.
Yeah. No. Okay. And you've turned up with so many materials here today. How much time and effort have you put into coming up with this idea over the last 8 weeks?
The 8 weeks we've had a few lessons out of our BTEC IT out to make this. So we've had a good few hours. Do you know how many were in total? Or is it an average?
But why I'm here on a stage, I'd like to thank the people that did the work. For example, that game was at a very terrible state before the week. So we had Tom and Will working on it all week. We had Ellie, who did the numerous screens, like the power-up screen, the banking screen.
Practically every screen.
And it's just been a lot of effort in the past week for them.
So this has been evenings and weekends? That
Not really, actually. I've just been thinking about we've been out of lessons.
This is the right answer.
We've been out of 3 hours a week for the last 8 weeks. So we've basically had.
We've been catching up with our BTEC work while we're at home.
Yeah.
So it's sort of evolved.
Right, so just one last thing on your presentation as well. You did put a lot of enthusiasm into that and made good use of the whole team. Please remember the judges were sat over here. I watched that presentation, watching the back of your heads.
Sorry about that.
So just think about that one, but that's a minor point. But thanks very much.
We've got time for one question from the floor. So, yep. One sec. Just pass us one of the mics, guys, if you would, please. Wow, they're writing them down here. They've got loads of questions for you.
Oh, no.
One, really quickly, if you would, please.
How will this game benefit Barclays?
How will this game benefit Barclays?
I'll explain this.
Okay.
Basically, you've got kids. They're going to play the game. Their idea of playing the game is then, well, I'm 11 now, I can get a bank account. Barclays will have a main feature in the game. As you can see, the background was blue, etc., etc. They will instantly go to Barclays to get their bank accounts. Barclays will have a major effect. We can do in-house advertising with Barclays. their first choice when they are 11 years of age is to go to Barclays to set up their own bank account.
You said that they'll go straight to Barclays.
Not necessarily.
There is no advertisement of
There's no.
Barclays throughout your app.
That was just a fault when developing slides.
Okay. You've been very honest through your presentation, I have to say.
There's no
today.
point in lying.
No, you're right. You don't get far in business by lying. That's absolutely right. You're honest there too. Right, okay, let's give this team a round of applause as well. Okay, so